Hi. So our team has worked on implementing notifications on the back end. So we have worked on including the controller and model files and also the spec test cases for verifying it. And this is the design doc that we have worked on. And the UML diagram also reflects the model that we have implemented for the notification. As you can see, these are the parameters, fields that are set to required. It is the validations are mentioned accordingly in the model file, which we will show later. And these are the methods that are implemented in the controller. So moving on, this is the server where we have hosted our backend. Our backend is live here. However, we will be testing it on localhost because we have some DB changes done locally in order to do the testing and present um, in the demo. So this is the localhost URL, and we will start off with testing the API endpoints using Swagger. So this is the Swagger UI, where we have added API endpoints for the notifications. These are the API endpoints that are exposed by our backend. And to begin with, we will do a login to authenticate a user. So this will generate a token for us, which we'll be using to authorize the user. Um, so now we are all set to test the API notification endpoints. We will start off with creating a notification first. So we are passing on all the necessary parameters in the request body. The user that we are currently working with is a student user. The role ID is set to 5, which means that the user is a student and they do not have privileges to create notification. This verifies the role-based access that we have implemented in our controller actions. But for the testing, we will now modify the role ID to 1. We will first do the cases for an admin user. We will retry executing this. As you can see, it is successful since this is an admin user trying to create a notification. The notification is created successfully. We will move on with testing other endpoints. We will try to list all the notifications and verify whether the notification that we just created is present. Yeah, so the notification is present. We will next try to edit the notification. So that will be put HTTP method. We will pass on the ID of the notification that was just created and modify one of the parameters in the request body. As you can see, the execution is successful. The subject has changed. Next, we will try to delete this notification. As we can see, there is a message saying notification is deleted successfully. Yeah, so we are left with one more endpoint to test, that is toggle active. So this will basically toggle the active flag in the notification field. The active flag is changed to true. That means that the notification is active. We can once again try to execute the same API endpoint, and now it is set to false. This means the notification is no longer active. So this completes testing all the API endpoints as an admin user. So now we will change the role ID back to 5 to show that the student does not have access privileges to create or update or delete any notification. And this will be done in Postman. We have used Postman as well to test API endpoints. We will once again do the login here to authenticate the student user. Yeah, so the authorization is done. As you can see, we are not, the student is not authorized to create notifications, and that is the message we are seeing here. We can also try to edit an existing notification. We see the same message here. So this completes the testing side of things. Yeah, so we have successfully implemented notification controller and model. Thank you.